Rabies is actually kind of horrifying.
I know.
Once you get the symptoms, you're dead. Like, there's no saving you.
That's scary.
Chat, fact check that.
It ain't, no.
That's scary.
Once you develop symptoms, it's like a 99% death rate.
Well, Meredith lived.
Because she got vaccinated.
And she was built different.
If you get vaccinated after you get bit by like a rabies-infected animal, you'll be fine.
That's scary.
But if you let it develop into actual symptoms...
Rabies is scary. What's that movie with the dog that gets rabies? Old Yeller?
Cujo.
I'm thinking the one where they have to shoot it at the end.
I
Old
think it's
Yeller?
Old Yeller.
I think Cujo gets shot too, but... It's a Stephen King book.
I just remember it protects them from like an animal and it gets bit and then it has
Oh,
rabies and
it was
it's
a
in the
coyote,
barn.
I think, right?
Yeah, it's in the barn
Yeah,
and it's
yep,
slobbering and barking and they put it and then like the parent was gonna do it but then the kid's like, no, I got this.
Oh.
Takes the shotgun.
5-year-old.
But it's crazy, but it makes it so you can't like drink water. Like I've
Michael
seen,
said that.
Like videos
They're terrified of
people,
water.
Like they like physically can't bring a glass of water to their mouth. Like rabies is horrifying.
We should do an episode where just talk about diseases.
No, I bite Nick and give him rabies.
Plot twist.
Oh my.
Rabies is horrifying.
It's true.
Keeps me up at night.
Does it really?
No.
Wow, Nick. 4 Americans die a year from it. So, I mean,
I feel like there's nothing. It's too long.
This is so.
That was a good intro. I like that.
Intriguing. I just want to keep hearing Nick talk about this. So
About rabies.
Yeah, sure.
It's very intriguing.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about today, other than rabies.
Yeah.
There wasn't a movie that came out that we all watched.
No.
Nope.
Nothing.
There wasn't.
No.
There's no podcast that we
Nothing
have.
of importance.
Yeah.
Was it Wicked? What was it called?
Horror.
Something with like
Horror. Horror. Horror.
six-
Horror. Horror.
No.
That song sounds familiar.
Was it
Horror.
five?
Horror.
Five.
Knaves? 5 knaves? No. 5 nights?
I think nights.
Yeah.
5 Nights. That sounds dumb.
No.
That is kind of dumb.
I feel like there's actually like 7 nights going. You know?
7.
Yeah.
Mm.
But one of them you set how much you want them to
That
attack
is
you.
true.
But
There's
don't put 1987 though.
No. And there's one ultimate custom night, right? In there somewhere, I think. Like the ultimate thing. Oh, what's it called? It's and one of them is a...
Jack Black sings a song.
Yes,
I believe.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
He does a little dance.
What is that tune, boys?
There's one pizza. There's some kind of pizzeria simulator.
Pizza.
5.
Something about a sister
Fuzzy bear.
location.
7 days.
To
7
die?
days,
5
fast
nights.
bears.
5 nights at Freddy's.
5 nights
It's
at
at
Freddy's.
Freddy's.
Golly,
My
we're
goodness.
done.
Wow.
That is
7 nights at
that is
Fazbear's.
that's
Oh my
that's a
gosh.
factual statement.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Welcome back to the General Audience Podcast. My name is Justin.
I'm Nick.
His name is Nick.
You just pointed at me and said that right after he said it.
I did?
You
We're
had
both,
it there.
We're both Nick.
Yeah. Nick
It's
one.
a long story.
Nick 1, Nick 2.
He's Nick as well, but
Yeah.
he doesn't go by Nick.
No. Nick, Rick.
Nick.
My full name is
Nick,
Broderick.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Nice job.
I'm Broderick, but they call me producer Rick. But I'm here because Jay is currently watching the movie
Yep.
as we speak.
Yep.
He texted
Little
me and
late,
asked
that's
if we
okay, though.
started, which was earlier in this whole conversation. But I think before we get into the movie, I think there's some news, some very big news. Some people find it scary. I guess what's everyone's opinion on Warner Brothers being bought by Netflix?
Yep. It
Not
still
good at
has
all.
to be pushed, whatever, the Board of Treasury or whatever it's called. So it might fall through. It won't because we have no monopoly. It doesn't.
Well,
no one cares. Moral of the story, yeah. Warner Brothers will be owned by Netflix probably by the end of this week. And I'm just going to say, if you are a fan of movie theaters, if you are a fan of creative visions, if you are a fan of just the way Hollywood runs with being able to experience movies in an event space like we were able to somewhat for better and worse with FNAF 2, then this is nothing but bad news. This is one of the worst case scenarios that could have happened here. Netflix CEO has already said that the 45-day window is archaic and they're going to shorten that drastically, and that all currently planned Warner Brothers films will be put in theaters. Like Dune Part 3, thank God. Batman, thank goodness. Like all the ones that have been announced will go to theaters as planned. But after that, we have nothing. We have no way to make sure. And that's bad because they have The Hobbit. They've got the whole Middle Earth IP. They have Dune. They have Willy Wonka. They have DC. They have Looney Tunes. They have Harry Potter. They have a lot.
Yeah.
They have a lot. And the fact that Netflix has enough money to do that at all is terrifying. But no, this is awful. And I'm nervous for the next 5 years, and we see after we're through the 4 or 5 years of announced, projects that Warner Brothers has coming. I think it's all going to change in the worst way. And I don't anyone that I know. It's expensive, yes, but and the CEO made the argument that people like watching movies at home. Sure, after I've seen it in a theater, after I've experienced it in a theater. If it's I don't know. What's a movie like Anyone But You? I never even seen that movie, but I would not pay money to watch that. It's the movies that The Odyssey, Project Hail Mary. I don't want to watch those on my TV. Oppenheimer.
The Batman Part 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it on... I've got a good TV. Sure. I want to watch it with people. I know some people I don't like people. Whatever. I like the theatrical experience. And I always will and I always have. And the fact that is being compromised at this level, we can hope and pray that it's going to get shot down. It won't. The fact that it hasn't already, I guarantee it's going to go through. Yeah. Terrible, terrible, terrible thing to happen to everything, every world of entertainment.
Because I just hope that other companies don't follow suit. That'd be worst case scenario. Yep. I think going out to the movies is a big part of movies in general. That's I love going to movies.
Yeah,
I know it's more recent. It's not more recent. It's like I said, Batman Part 2. Watching it at home wouldn't give me the same feeling of going to a movie theater.
Not at all.
I still remember the first time we see Batman and Batman and just the Batman where it's the footsteps and
it's so good.
I'm it would annoy me
that and even movies that I've already seen that get re-released Back to the Future, Alien, even that gives me it's so good
such a
on the
different
big
way
screen.
to experience.
Yes, it is, and it's better.
My dad doesn't go to movie theaters often as much as when I was a kid because he had to take us. I took him to Christmas Vacation last year, and he even agreed with me. He's like, movies are 10 times better in the theater. So,
I think it's scary. I don't see how anyone can disagree if they have any passion for film or directors wanting. Because I think obviously Dune Part 1 and 2 is a masterclass 2-part thing. I don't even think that would have had the impact it had if it was a same-day HBO thing. Absolutely not. Seeing Dune Part 2, that's crazy on the big screen. I don't think, and even Batman, because that came out, was 2020, was that 1?
2022.
Okay, good. And that was a crazy good theater. It's a big, awesome looking movie. And
just the car chasing.
Yes, it would not have had. And there's so many movies that even Alien Romulus, Kingdom Planet of the Apes. I don't want to watch that at home. I'll watch it at home after I have experienced it how it's supposed to be experienced on large formats.
So would in this hypothetical model, would you still pay for the movie and watch it at home, or would you just get it within the streaming service?
What do you mean?
Would it show up on HBO Max? And we would have to pay $20 to
Well, see, and that's
how
because that's up to the studio. Netflix, they haven't said if they're going to add it to Netflix or add it and have you pay more for it, which would be really stupid. But when during COVID, when Trolls World Tour came out, that made, I obviously didn't buy it, but that was a huge moneymaker. It was in whatever theaters were open, but it got added to Fandango at home and Apple Apple Movies or whatever to buy for $25, and then you would own it. So that was kind of a way, and it ended up making a ton of money for kids, and everyone was stuck at home. But movies like Wonder Woman 1984, right when COVID started, that just got put on HBO. And it didn't make any money, technically, because it's just on the service. So it's kind of hard to gauge who signed up for Wonder Woman, who's already signed up. That was kind of muddy. But
I guess, what is their plan to make money off of this?
Good question.
Because the box office makes a lot of money.
Correct. And so I don't know.
See I can make that up just through streaming purchases.
expensive.
Which Netflix is already so expensive. It's laughable
It
how
is.
expensive it is.
It's kind of crazy.
It's kind of sad when he pays the amount for ad-less Netflix. The amount that he pays for the screens he gets is the same amount I'm paying for Hulu, Disney, and HBO Max all bundled.
Correct.
Ad-less.
Yep.
That is crazy. And every time I open Netflix, I'm just like, oh, there's nothing to watch. I get off, go on Disney, Max, Hulu. Now I'll go watch something
And Netflix's
there.
picture quality is objectively quite a bit worse than... I don't know. I don't know if they're planning on... We just have so much money, so many subscribers that it doesn't matter. We'll make money off of it anyway. I don't know if it's like the Mike Tyson fight where it broke records and people signed up for Netflix left and right who didn't already have it, but then they just cancel the next month. Like, I don't know how. I don't see that being long term feasible. Like, I'm not there. Like, I don't run Netflix. I don't know how any of that business stuff works, but I don't know if they would have made a deal with. It's just weird and like.
That's what I'm worried that they might just have like on like opening day or like premiere day, they would have like an additional charge to watch it. Like, it might come out for free on the streaming service like a month from now. But you could watch it immediately for...
Oh, fascinating.
I feel like they did that a little bit during COVID. I feel like I remember seeing that for certain movies.
They did it. It wouldn't be on... It wasn't on the native app. It was... Like, it would be put on... Like Fandango at home, or like the digital retailers that are free to sign up for, but like it's just stores all your digital movies. So you could have bought in one of those movies, or like but actually no, because Black Widow, Disney did with Black Widow.
That's what
you could pay $30 and you would be able to just watch it, but you wouldn't even get to own it. So that was kind of a scam. But that's obviously a much different time.
Yeah, that was.
But this is obvious. This is looking worse than COVID. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. I'm grateful that the current lineup is going to get. They're not. That's all uncompromised, but it's also not fair because who are you going to have to lay off? Like, I hate it.
Because I was nervous for, especially DC.
Oh, I know.
Because I was sitting there, I'm like, the movie's just started. Like we got Superman, we're getting Superman 2, Supergirl. I'm like, I want them to build this universe before. I don't want Netflix to pull what they do with some shows, get one season,
I know.
and they're like, let's so cancel it. It's like that.
And they're usually so good.
I'm like, because I want to get to Batman, I want to get to Wonder Woman, I want to get to these characters that they need to build to.
Yep.
And
they won't do this, like what I'm about to say, but like Netflix could completely clean house. They could fire every single person there and move their own people in. They absolutely could do that. They won't, because that would create a level of animosity that's never been seen before. But they could.
Mm-hmm. I will say they did have like a little thing of like the things they were excited to acquire.
Yeah.
Like Netflix had thing, and one of those things on there that gives me a little bit of ease was that they had DC Studios as one of the big things that they acquired. So take that as you will. We'll see. I'm curious. So does that mean with like Max with Lanterns? Are those just going to Max?
Because my uncle was like, so is HBO just completely worthless to me now? If Netflix owns, because Warner Bros. Owns HBO. So that's why Dune Prophecy, they own Dune. That's why it's on there. That's why all of these DC shows are going to be on Max, because Warner Bros. Owns Max. What's going to happen to HBO?
I've heard that they still intend on keeping Max as a separate service.
More money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
which that's fair. That'd be a lot of content to move over to Netflix. It'd make it easier for us.
I mean, you just have to keep that.
Well, as soon as they do that, you know Netflix would be like $50 a month.
I was going to say,
let's do a fun bundle for $50 a month.
Fun. One less screen.
Yeah. One less screen. But all the
we're
ads...
lowering it to 1440p. Sorry. It's not bad, or it's not good.
I was honestly personally hoping, from what I heard from like studios interested, I don't know if it companies interested, I don't know if it was one of the companies interested. I was hoping for Universal.
Me
personally,
too. They were my number one,
because I was like, imagine like Universal Studios with the DC properties, with the Lord of the Rings
and
properties.
they've already got, they've got Wicked, and they've got the Jurassic franchise, and they have Five Nights at Freddy's, and they have like Halloween. They've got a lot of really great.
Imagine Halloween.
DreamWorks, all of DreamWorks.
Imagine Halloween horror.
Illumination, Blumhouse.
Imagine Halloween Horror Nights, but with the DC villains.
That'd be sick.
So why did Warner Brothers get put up for sale in the first place?
Because they're just doing
idiots.
They're not doing well. And
You know things.
the CEO is just a complete idiot. I don't remember if it's David Zaslav who's in charge right now or it's Bob Chapek. I think it was Bob Chapek and now it's David Zaslav. But he is just the biggest moron. He got a bonus last year. I think it was like $30 million on top of his salary. And that was announced like the day after a bunch of layoffs happened. He's just a complete moron. And it just sucks because I'm not going to say objectively, but like when I look at it, I'm like, Warner Brothers has a crazy arsenal. Like they've got a crazy big library of stuff. And oops, Netflix owns it now.
Yeah, so I guess
Batman Part 2, a Netflix original. That doesn't feel very good.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Either for better or for worse, that's the current state of Warner Brothers and all their IPs. So
Yeah,
I guess we'll
good
have
times.
to wait and see and
Hope for the best.
Hope and pray.
hope and pray.
Aim for the bushes.
Is there any other news necessarily that has came out for anything?
Not really. That was the bombshell. That was really it.
Yeah.
We get on to 7 Nights at Fazbear's.
Yeah.
7 Nights.
We should start with score.
Score.
Yeah. Don't elaborate. Just say your score.
I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Okay, not
Don't
elaborate.
elaborate.
We'll elaborate after.
Gave it the same thing, 3 out of 5 stars.
Okay. Gave 3.5.
I thought you gave it 2.5.
It was 2.5 originally.
I thought I looked at your score.
It definitely
Yeah,
was.
I was teetering on between the two.
Okay.
I was kind of between mine and yours.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to watch it again because I'll bring up my reasoning for
Fair.
why.
Yeah. Okay. You want to go first?
Okay, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it as just a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's growing up, and I find these movies fun. I don't need them to be the best movie ever.
Very true.
It's just a fun movie. It's a fun, turn my brain off. Don't
Yeah.
really need to think about it. Well, eventually you will think about it because theories. But
for sure.
it's a big part of the franchise. But I think the characters, like Mike's character, going from the first movie to this movie felt very much how it would be. Vanessa, her character arc, and for some reason I'm forgetting the little girl. Abby. Her dealing with the loss of her friends. I thought that was pretty much what I thought their characters were going to go through in this movie. Getting more backstory on some things. I thought they did a good job of all of it. My enjoyment of the movie might have been put down a little bit by
Here we go.
a little something.
Just kidding.
Okay. Would it be a PSA? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Public service announcement.
Public service announcement. When you go to a movie, please do not talk in a normal tone of voice the entire movie. My goodness. I'm like, I understand gasps. I understand, like something big happens, something cool happens, being excited. Like Endgame clapping when Cap gets the hammer because they get quiet for a second to let that happen. Andrew jumping through the portal. That's cool. I don't need somebody, and I'm not even kidding. I know you guys don't really know what they were talking about.
I heard it occasionally.
On 2 seats from me, there was 2 people doing a full breakdown of the lore, the entire movie. They did not stop talking. And usually I'm like, okay, 1 or 2 whispers, 1 or 2 sentences doesn't bother me that much. But they were doing a full Pat breakdown of the entire lore of Five Nights at Freddy's, explaining it to somebody. The entire movie. Anytime anybody showed up, anytime any events happened, and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, watch the movie.
Yep.
Just watch the movie. And there was another part with there was a meme that's a pretty heavily big meme.
So
I kind of did it earlier.
Yep.
And the guy in front of us goes, "Oh my gosh, of course they did the meme."
Yeah,
that voice.
I heard that.
I was like...
Shut
I was
up.
sitting there tweaking. Yeah, I kept turning to you guys like, can they shut up? And I know you kept thinking I was talking to you, but like, I wasn't trying to be annoying to you. I'm sitting here trying to watch this movie. It's just straight up normal dialogue happening.
Yeah.
And I can just hear them the entire movie to the right of me, to the back of me. I'm sitting there like, be quiet. Yeah. Watch the movie.
Yeah, if you're paying to go see a movie and other people are paying the movie, shut up. Like, no one cares what you have to say. Shut up and discuss it after the movie. Or lean over and whisper very quietly once.
Yeah, I'm okay with whispering. Like, little, like, just leaning over and telling your friend a joke. Yeah. That type of stuff. You found something funny and you just want to say it quick. Yeah. Whatever.
So funny.
Yeah. But like when one of the actors they got for a teacher shows up, he leaned over and was like, "Isn't that the guy from Jurassic Park?"
It was, by the way.
It is. But he's like, "Isn't that guy?" I was like, "Oh yeah." Like, I don't care for that. Like, that's fine. Full breakdown analysis of
Let's break this
Matt
down
Pat
in real time as it happened.
Yeah, it was terrible, and I know you guys can turn it off. I'm okay with it when we're just here at home watching a movie,
Fair.
joking. That's fine. I'm at a movie theater, it annoys the crap out of me, and it definitely hampered my enjoyment of the movie.
Fair. So that will be a time. Maybe it goes up to 3.5, possibly.
Yeah, I need to watch it again. I thought about going with Jay, but we were filming this, so it might be a Tuesday night thing.
So
there you go.
I had noticed them, and it bothered me a little bit, but I don't think it affected my score or enjoyment of the movie all that much.
You can tune out better than I can.
Because I didn't know what... I didn't hear anything they were like actually saying. I could hear them speaking, but I didn't know what they were talking about.
He has like an otherworldly ability to like just not hear anything other than the movie.
I hadn't noticed
what movie
anything
was it?
at all until Rick leans over to me and goes, "Those people next to us will not be quiet." And as soon as he said that, I could hear them.
There are whole conversations that he has missed that I've been talking to him, and the movie ends, and he's like, "I have no recollection of what you're talking about." Like, I do not remember that at all.
Watching the movie, guys.
And there's one of our friends, our really good friends. Every time we go to a movie with him, he gets stuck with that every time. Person right next to him just talks the entire movie. And there was another time during Planet of the Apes. No, it's
Oh yeah, okay.
there was another time where it wasn't like, cause he didn't even hear this either. Me and Jay are sitting there at Planet of the Apes, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
long.
The recent
Kingdom,
yeah. People behind us the entire time, same type of thing, just talking the entire movie. The people right next to us turn around and go, "Can you shut up?" They said another word, but we don't want to cut it. So
I wanted to say that. Like, I don't have enough courage though.
So they were like, they turned around and was just like, "Shut up!" These people got up and left, and I was like, "Thank goodness."
Oh, that's nice. Wow.
So I don't know if they were offended. I was like,
hopefully,
well, good.
See, if you were to go and like talk to the employee there, would they come in and tell them to be quiet?
Yes.
Okay.
I probably should have done that, but also I heard it like twice. Other than that, I was like,
I was just sitting there. I was tweaking. At one point,
there were several times that, because he was to the left of me, and these people are talking or over here. He would lean forward, lean over like this, and just stare, give him death stare.
I think one of them saw me at one point.
Throw your pop on him.
No, but that was just the main thing. I still enjoyed the movie. I caught a lot of the references, a lot of things I was hoping to see, and I got a lot. I heard all the dialogue, but it's still like I'm listening to the dialogue. I'm also listening to them, and I'm like, shut up, please. That's my little rant. That's rant.
Rant.
That's my rant for the night. No, that's my rant for, I guess, this podcast. So there. I guess that's...
Cool. Okay. Well, I thought they did very well with getting things accurate about the games.
Yep.
All of the characters and stuff looked exactly like they're just pulled directly from the game.
Crazy, yep.
And another thing they did that I liked is they made this one a lot scarier.
Big time.
They focused a lot more on the horror elements. At first, it annoyed me a little bit because a lot of the jump scares were just loud noises. But
like the game.
Very fair. 2 to the accuracy. Yeah. But there were actual some parts, especially with like the marionette, that actually like got to me. There was one specific scene that I was like, "Oh wow."
They do something cool with a marionette that we'll talk about in spoilers. But
yeah.
But those are the main parts that I liked about it.
What are some of your negatives? Without spoilers. Can you talk about that spoilers?
I wasn't a big fan of the way that it ended.
Okay.
And there's a few parts, especially with like McKenna Grace's character, that I felt like she could have been left out entirely and have her part be taken over by somebody else, and it would have worked just fine. It felt like the entire point of McKenna Grace in this movie was just to sell tickets.
Well, I feel like someone else would have had to do that. The things that
I feel like
to her.
Abby could have gone and did that.
Okay.
And I feel like that would have been
fair. That's
more
fair.
close to the story.
I guess that would have been creepy. Like throughout the movie, she's acting differently.
The thing that,
but then again,
not even
the
that.
thing that
not
Abby
even
does
then.
at the end, I think she was the
I'm
scariest
saying
version of that.
she could be like lured into there, and then lured in to go and turn off the musical device.
Fair.
Yeah.
Not necessarily get like abducted.
Yeah,
by
there
her.
is.
But I'm just saying that I felt like that was just kind of odd.
It was odd. The thing that they do with like that whole crew,
And then
I kind of like having that, like kind of the world expansion a little bit. Like there's these shows that like ghost adventures. Like I like that, you know, it kind of establishes that there are these people that are just, you know, trying to make money off of this, and I'm like, okay.
and then she just kind of like disappears from the story, because I mean when like Abby gets abducted and stuff, after the marionette leaves, she's just normal again, but then after the marionette leaves, McKenna Grace's character, she just gone.
Yeah.
So, those are some of my issues with it.
Yeah. Okay. I give it a 3.5. Didn't know if I would do like 3 or 3.5, but I think 3.5. Like it's the same score I gave the first one, but it's so weird. Like I think this one is so much better than the first movie, but I can't give it any higher than 3.5, and I can't give this first one any lower than a 3. Like I don't know. Like I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're bad enough to me to be a 3. The designs are obviously stand out. They look fantastic. I had kind of forgotten some of the lore, and I like that they kind of refreshed it, because like the way, or like the reason that these toy animatronics are moving, that is lore accurate, and like how advanced the technology was for the time. I like that. Definitely scarier. Wish it was scarier. Like it was at least scarier in the first one. I just wish it was more. I think they could have. I don't know. It definitely is more tense, more scary. Biggest complaint, I think it's okay. Back to positives. It's very fun. Like you guys said, it's such a fun movie. It's not taking itself too seriously, which I'm kind of glad, because unless you have a script written by like Christopher Nolan, you could not make something like this be serious and good.
I don't know
like
if you necessarily can.
No, exactly. Like you would need someone pretty high up to make this like. So it rides a line. I think it's fine, and it's fun, but it's also ridiculous. I think the biggest complaint is probably the script. I think I don't know. There are some lines they say that, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I don't think that's anyone a real person would say that, but okay. Like at the end, we'll talk about it when no one reacted to the first thing this character says. Then he reiterates it like 2 more times, and I was like, no way. Like I mean, I did that too. I thought it was funny. It expands the world. I love how. Cause I was curious, because FNAF 2. It's a prequel. It takes place before the first movie, or the first game, and I was worried that they were going to be like a new location, bigger, better, whatever. But they're like, no, this is the original Freddy. Like, oh, thank you. Like, thank you for not changing that. Like, keeping that this is the original. The intro, I was ready to give this movie a 4.5 based on that intro. Like, that beginning scene was very good with
Matthew Lillard.
Wow.
His voiceover, where he's like, are you guys ready to get started? And they get the cheers, and it's like, are you ready to get started?
What is...
what
was her
Charlotte.
name? Charlotte, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then
I love you, Gas. Like you saw this blonde girl start talking to Charlotte, and then later on in the movie, there's a part where there's like a reveal, and you like gasp at it. And I was like, I immediately pinpointed.
I did not know that.
As soon as I saw her, I was like, I know exactly who that's going to be.
I did not know that,
and I thought that was funny.
And also, this movie is paced really weird. It starts fast, the intro, and then it gets slow again, gets fast, gets slow, gets fast. Like the 3-act structure, the third act is like 4.5 minutes. Like once things start happening in the house, you guys know what I'm talking about, like things come back and things like third act is like 5 minutes long. Second act is like an hour and a half, and the beginning of the first act is like 10 minutes. And I'm like, so we get the gist of what's happening at the beginning, and then a whole lot of stuff goes on, like the school. That's some of the best stuff that happens in the movie is the stuff at the school. Love that. I love the toy animatronics. Wizards looked fantastic. I liked some other things that showed up. And yeah, just some kind of bizarre design choices in regards to like crafting the movie. But it looked good. It was fun. Had a great soundtrack. I'm glad they kept the Newton Brothers, because that theme has starting to become like synonymous with FNAF. I liked it a lot. I love the ending. Didn't expect them to end it on a note such as that, but makes me more hype for a couple of reasons for the third one. So
because I think generally that ending is kind of might branch off into 2 different things.
I was gonna say, because there's a little bit. There's a lot to do in the third movie if both of those like.
So I could see him making like 2 movies, maybe getting a different director for a different thing, and doing a certain movie that a certain character shows up that we can talk about that I'm sure is gonna come into play. But no, but I completely blanked on what I was gonna say. If I'm gonna be honest here,
I will say Matthew Lillard killed it.
Yeah, for
The few scenes.
I'd say honestly, in the few scenes he was in, we'll start spoilers. Spoiler warning now. The few scenes he was in this movie, I think he was better than he was in the first movie.
I know.
I was
blown away, especially that dream sequence.
Oh
when
my.
he's just like,
"You'll always be mine." He's like
Yep.
big, like he's like a scary looking guy. He's like, "You'll always be mine." Like, oh wow, okay.
Even just okay, I kind of want to go back to like the beginning with Charlotte sitting at the original Freddy Fazbear location. This is like the one that we're gonna be visiting with the toy animatronics and the marionette and all them. That whole sequence where like you look over and there's a kid standing by the door and you see the yellow rabbit's eyes and he like opens the door and brings him in and she's trying to get, this was ticking me off in the movie, she goes to try to get parents to help and all of them are like, "Go away, kid," and like are just yelling at her. I'm like, she is telling you that a kid is in trouble, and like and so she goes back there on her own and this blonde little girl, this is the part I was talking about with Justin. So at the beginning, she's sitting there, and this blonde girl comes up to her and starts talking to her, and I immediately pinpointed, I was like, that's going to be Vanessa. That has to be her. And, like, and there's later part where, like, Charlotte had a friend named Vanessa, and Justin went, "Oh, is that her at the beginning?"
And it really wasn't even a reveal. Like, it was just assuming that you knew it.
Yeah.
And I'm just dumb, and I just didn't.
He just gasped.
Right before Charlotte goes into the back to go try and save the kid, where the blonde kid grabs her and goes, "Don't go back there."
Yeah.
Because she knows what's going to happen if she goes back there.
So that whole sequence was cool, and, like, you see him washing.
That makes the beginning even better.
So you see the yellow, you see Springtrap, you see the yellow rabbit, washing up, and you see Matthew Lillard, and he's sitting there. She finds the kid, and he's just humming a song, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool seeing this."
It's great
because you don't get to see a whole lot of that from the games because it's a lot of 8-bit type stuff. And you see, and then she saves the kid, and the next thing you know, like he pops out and he grabs the knife and he's chasing her down the hallway, and like you're like, okay, he catches her. And she gets through the door, and she comes out, and you see this in the trailer. She's holding the kid on top of this trap door.
I was worried that she got through, like that he just didn't get her.
I knew as soon as she stepped on that trap door, I was like, oh, she's gonna fall. I thought it was gonna be she was gonna get out, fall, and like her fall and getting into the gears.
Because she stood there for a while with having 3.
And I was a little confused on why, like, all like from her point of view was all like wavy and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I had a feeling she got stabbed.
Like,
well, yeah, she just got stabbed 3 times.
I know.
So I thought.
How did it reveal that?
In the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
I right now.
I was like, why is she just acting like
dying,
that? Yeah.
Oh, and then the kid, the little boy, just gets up, and his mom comes over and like coddles him. And I'm sitting here like, none of you listened to her, and it was ticking me off. And I know that's how it's supposed to be, because like no one saw it coming, type stuff. And like the kids go missing and they can't figure it out.
We're at Freddy Fazbear's. Nothing bad here.
So that whole sequence was cool, and just like, and I thought, I didn't think they were actually gonna go there. I thought she was just gonna fall through the trap door and she's dying, and she comes up. No, they have her fall over, and they show that she has 3 stab like just wounds in the back, and I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, and she falls through, and of course it's actually really it's kind of cool.
It's very well shot.
Yeah, the marionette comes up and is holding her, and I'm like,
oh gosh.
I was like, and she screams before it. With that scream is angry, and that comes into play later with a lot of the marionette story. But no, I thought that whole starting sequence with that was awesome, and I was like, this is what I wanted from the movies. I want things that kind of fill in the gaps of like the lore that people are theorizing. Basically, simple.
It is very
making
simple,
dumbed down for general audiences. So I think that.
What are we, some kind of general audience?
Oh gosh, no, but I thought.
Say that again?
No, but I thought that whole sequence was like very much got me to like lock in until people start talking. No,
that's real.
But yeah, I thought that was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie.
It honestly might be my favorite. It honestly, literally, probably might be my favorite part of the movie. Is the beginning. It was very good, and obviously, even with the first movie, like the way the movie looks was never an issue. Like the problems that people had with the movies, it was never that it wasn't well shot or that the cinematography wasn't good, because they're really pretty looking movies. Like they're very well shot. It's just other things, but
yeah, I think the first one
that continues here.
With the first one, they have to play it pretty safe, and they have to stick to like the original location with the original plot of like, oh, there's kids kids' souls in these suits, and they're killing night guards, and there's a yellow rabbit that's controlling them technically, and so they had to very much stick in that, and they can't go out. This one is a little bit more like, oh, we can expand the lore, we can do a bit more, we can show more, because because the second game has a lot of this in it, and like little Easter eggs, little things you find by pressing codes in the walls and that type of stuff, or death when you die, that type of stuff. You'll get like little mini games that you play.
Yep.
So I think that's where this one gets a lot more of that compared to that first one, which
they're very much testing the waters with.
I think of it like Sonic. They were safe with the first one, and then they could go heavily into these characters in the second one.
That's a good analogy.
So yeah, I said, what was some of your guys' other parts that, or anything else?
Megan Fox, she was awesome.
I was surprised because I heard like the voice lines from, Mortal Kombat. You can't lie, they're terrible.
They were bad.
So I was like, okay, I want to see what she actually did. She had the most lines from a toy animatronic.
She was great. She was creepy, and I just want to see what's going on inside. You didn't?
I didn't know any of the voice actors for any of the
Really?
Yeah.
So I was actually surprised when I got at the end when the credits rolled, and I was like, "Oh,
we've talked about on
Matt
the pod.
Pat is one of the animatronics."
Bonnie, yeah.
That's crazy.
We talked about it on the pod before, or was he part of that pod?
He might have been gone.
He might have been gone. Well, that just works. No, but we've talked about it. But like when I heard. They very much heavily. I heard someone has taken Matt Pat's voice line and like made it deeper, and it sounds like Matt Pat. They definitely messed with his voice to make him sound like more lore.
I didn't recognize that
Toy
at all.
Bonnie, but after I've gotten clips more after watching the movie, because TikTok and YouTube knows that you watched the movie, so you start getting it all.
It's weird.
So I heard his voice again, and I could hear little things from Matt that I was like, okay, yeah, that's Matt Pat. But like when I first watched it, I was like. No,
it's true.
No, but Megan Fox did a great job. Toy Freddy, when he goes, I'm gonna go rip the heads off of some very bad people. All I heard was, Freddy, what are you doing? Vanessa, I'm a material girl.
Material girl, yeah.
That's all I heard. I was
Vanessa.
I was kind of expecting there to be like a cameo or something. Because I know, like, the first
Doug
time...
was in it. Doug the lawyer.
Yeah.
They literally treated that like a Marvel cameo. Like, the way they pan in on him and no one reacted. Yeah. I'm like, guys, it's Doug. Why are you guys not clapping? You sound like you're going to need a good lawyer. I'm like,
so I know the first one, Markiplier was supposed to appear in it. But he had, like, scheduling issues with the Iron Lung.
Corey Kenshin was, like, the only cameo.
Yeah.
That's why Daka wasn't even in it, which Daka was a huge part. Like, he saw the movie, like, a month ago.
Yeah.
So that's...
Yeah.
It was interesting. I was hoping Mark was going to show up in it. I think I said on an earlier pod when we talked about it, I said if Mark doesn't show up, I'm walking out of that theater.
It's weird. Been shooting Iron Man.
I forgot about it.
After the movie had ended and realized that Markiplier was not in it.
Yeah, I walked out. I was like,
this is now.
I gave it a half star. I said, this is bullcrap. Why is the King of Five Nights at Freddy's not in this?
That's so true.
No.
It's been making Iron Lung for 50 years. It'll come out eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to come out.
It just got a trailer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy work.
It's a YouTuber making a movie.
That's true.
Chill out.
Just crazy.
Calm down, dog.
I would have been like, all right, I'm taking 3 days. Good old Scott Cawthon just called me and asked for a cameo. I'll be in.
Thanks for the clarification.
I'll be in California for 2 days. Be right back.
I will say, with the movie, I was actually kind of curious because when I knew that they were doing 2, and like they're more or less doing Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yep.
Now I'm sitting in JC, I'm stuttering.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But when I heard that they were doing FNAF 2, I was like, okay, I want to see. I'm like, I kind of like what you were thinking. I was thinking they were gonna do like, oh, they're opening a new location after the.
And I was kind of worried about that.
Like that type of stuff. But then they kept it like, oh, this is the first location, and these. I was like, oh, so they are keeping it that it
felt like a weight off my shoulders. Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was just an off comment, like, oh, this is the first Freddy's. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yes, and it wasn't some exposition dump like 10 years ago. They built like, no, this is the original location.
Yeah, because like you kind of get the feeling that like, oh, the town like loved this location. Like, it was a very like popular place to go to. Mm-hmm. So. It makes sense that, like, oh, there's 2.
It's also weird. This is
not
really
just wait till we get to, like, Fredbear's Diner. Like, oh, this is, like, the first one.
The original.
This is, like, the original. Because I would assume the Wizards were originally the animatronics there. and then like they replaced him with the toys. Is probably what.
Probably, and they kept them for spare parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they used them for the later ones.
I didn't love that Abby and especially Mike had no idea about this location.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you not know this was here?
There's a lot of stuff in this movie that I feel like could have been brought up in the first one.
And that, I mean,
the line whenever Michael Afton is like, "Oh, you guys didn't know that I was her brother, or that she had a brother. She always keeps secrets from people," or something like that. It's like one of the most laziest lines imaginable.
Oh, no, that brings us to one of the things that I thought was hilarious in the theater. That wasn't. That like really shouldn't be. It's just funny because of our theater's reaction. Was just the. So Vanessa's sitting there and she goes, "Yeah, that's my brother," and then Michael Afton just goes, "Yeah, I'm William Afton's son," and everyone in the theater just starts going.
I gasped.
I was sitting
I did
like,
not gasp when Vanessa said it, and then he said it. I'm like, no way.
Yeah, I heard that. I was just like, people.
Are you not listening to what they're saying?
How about you stop talking and listen to the movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I was, that made me laugh. I was like, that was like the one, I was like, oh my. I was like, okay. Sure.
I do like the actor, though, because he is scary looking.
His evil eyebrows.
Yeah.
The evil brow.
Yeah, so I immediately kind of was thinking he was going to be Michael Afton. Because the beginning after that whole thing, we get a little bit with Mike and Abby, and then it cuts to him opening the pizzeria for the ghost catchers, whatever they call themselves. Yeah. This is where McKenna Grace's character comes in, and they're like investigating it, and this guy, he's a security, he has a creepy look to him.
Very much so.
I'm like, he has to be real, and he's basically trying to lure him into this place, basically getting them killed, and he doesn't die in the end of it. I was like, that has to be Michael Afton or something, because there's no way that he's like doing this just because he wants to. I was like, he has to be connected some way. So I immediately was like, okay, this is probably Michael Afton. I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the reveal at the end, and there it was. To Justin's surprise with the reveal.
Way. Which he said Michael in the beginning. Okay, it's Michael Afton. Yeah. But just like hearing it out loud, I'm like, oh.
No, but that was another sequence that I thought was like, I know you don't see McKenna Grace's character, but I thought that sequence was cool with like them going through it, and she starts hearing the music box on like a radio thing.
It's a little bit different, like it's the same, but it's not just a rip from the game. Like it's a little bit.
You get a bit more horror elements with it too, which I thought was fun. Like the kid, like the guy falls into the river, and there's a marionette. He turns around, they're gone, and then and they kill him in blood.
They just like
And he's like, and they're in the room with like where Mangle would be at, because you're seeing the posters, and then next thing you know, he gets pulled up and gets ripped apart. And
Amazing.
I was like, and then of course McKenna Grace's character finds the marionette, gets possessed by it pretty much, but there's a music box there and it has the sound, and I did hear somebody in the theater go, "Don't turn that off."
Literally.
No, so, and like that part was horrifying, honestly, like because you see her on the ground. And she's convulsing. And then he like finds her
in the face.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And she just starts crawling at him, and I was just like, oh my. Okay.
When there's a shot, like the camera's down here, and Vanessa, she's looking over something, and the marionette like comes over her, like her hand, and then she goes back.
In the
she looks up.
In the trailer, it was actually like the marionette.
It was
puppet, but in the movie, it's McKenna Grace.
I'm very happy with that.
And it still just generally looked like the marionette because
but it's got the hair.
You got the hair, but like the hands still and everything just made it look like it. And I was like, oh my.
Dude, Abby at the end, I think she was the scariest version.
I know.
She was horrified.
I did not suspect that.
She's like floating through the hallway.
And it's like the little voice talker, and it's like,
I know.
It's like, she was like,
Abby is here.
It was like, Charlotte, this isn't you, or something like that. She goes, no, silly, it's Abby. And then it's like a big
yes.
jump scare. Oh, wow.
And like, there's a nice callback at the end to where she's like, remember the first role playing hide and seek? You always check behind the door, and she's not there. Like,
her fingers go across it, and I was just like,
It's cool. Like they did her. It's really it's a cool visual.
It's kind of like it's not like gruesome body horror, but it's like the body horror of like people like moving in a certain way that's just like
uncanny.
It's uncanny.
Where, like the fingers go across her face.
Yeah, and like she's just Abby's taller. Well, I don't know if she was taller or just floating, but she kind of just has that like marionette.
I couldn't tell. I thought she was floating. Like the analogy was like puppet strings, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but that was
very cool visual. Yeah, like very well done.
I'm definitely glad they did that because I didn't really. the original puppet by itself wasn't very scary to me.
I agree.
Because there was a few scenes with it in it, and I didn't.
Even in the game, I never thought it was scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really cool.
Definitely glad they added that.
And then I thought McKenna Gray, they put a lot of voice lines that are like from Ultimate Custom Night when you die from the marionette. Yep. There's one where it goes like, it's like, I don't hate you, but just stay out of my way. I was like, that's cool little just throws in there. Like, because she doesn't, the marionettes, most of the marionettes, like, big plot is like, she doesn't want to hurt kids, but she's mad at parents. So she's setting she basically tricks Abby into coming in and getting on the computer, and then has Vanessa strangled up in the air. And is like, give me the code to turn off the prohibitors so that the animatronics can leave and start killing people outside. And it's mostly just parents. Like, she sends Toy Bonnie and Freddy and...
Fun sequence.
And then Chica. Well, Chica more goes with Abby to the science fair.
I love that.
Because the mean teacher breaks her science project because he's trying to keep their title.
He's very mean.
Yeah, he is.
What's his problem?
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
So she's like, I'll be your science project, and goes with her, and then the other animatronics are killing other people while this is happening. Like, they're trying to. They get stopped, obviously, but Chica doesn't, because she has the teacher in the head in like a Omni-Man crushing skull.
And then it happens that's what I thought. There's absolutely nothing going on.
Yeah, it just drops him and just leaves. And they don't. That's one thing they don't ever talk about, that the teacher just died. And then the next sequence, she's on stage with Abby and she has the trophy for the science fair.
Where's Mr. Bird?
See, wouldn't like all the people in the crowd recognize that this is just an animatronic from the old Fazbear restaurant?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just don't think about it. Don't think about it. We don't think about it.
Because like, even if it was 20 years before, I mean, adults are older than 20 years. Like,
I mean, if somebody just brought a giant Chuck E. Cheese animatronic up for, I made this.
I'm in 4th grade.
The Italian pizza maker that plays the keyboard.
He's scary. They're all scary.
Or does he play the drums? I can't remember. I haven't been there in a million
I think he does the
years.
drum. I think the purple thing does the piano.
I haven't been there until
honestly. I heard purple thing, and my first thought went to Grimace.
Grimace, I know. He kind of looks like Grimace.
Grimace.
Merry Grimace.
Bring back the Grimace shake. McDonald's.
It honestly wasn't bad. I liked it.
I love that.
Did you actually?
It gave me a stomach ache the next day.
I definitely would not.
It did as well, but I do not care.
I definitely would not go to work after drinking that.
Remember, I drove at like 3 a.m, like 30 minutes just to get one of those.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was back at home and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm just really in the mood for this. So I got
it was
3
good.
in the morning, and thankfully they had their ice cream machine going. And
no, but
that's wild.
No, but the toy animatronics were very accurate, very cool. It was especially the toy, like, because they shut him down, and there's a part where it's like, one's still active, and you're like, well, what the heck? And it's Chica. And then there's a part where it starts, the suit starts breaking, and the marionette is in it. That's where it causes Abby to get. Yep. I thought that scene was cool, because I was like, what in the world's going on with Chica?
I was worried there was literally a plot hole. I'm like, why is Chica still going? Like, I literally thought it was like just overlooked. Like, they're all shut down. Like, Chica's still going, and I'm like, how? Like, it's animatronic.
Yeah, and there's still there. I thought there was a cool continuity thing that there's still spring locks in it.
Yeah, agreed.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And the marionette jump scare is the exact same as it was, like the way it jumps at her.
It even made the noise.
I know.
It went.
Yeah.
It's like,
they had a bunch of sounds just pulled directly from the game.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Balloon Boy's laugh. I hate that thing.
When he got his head cut off, I'm like, yes!
Yeah, he comes, Mike literally, like, he's sitting there, he's like shining a light at him and making a sound, because you can't really do like you can't use the flashlight anymore. So they did like he's alerting them that he's there. He's just ripping off the head and tosses it down. And he tosses it down, it rolls. And then Chica, the withered Chica and Freddy are just like...
He makes a comment, he's like...
looks at the mask.
That one, and also like, because there's no doors to it.
What idiot design?
What idiot design?
What do you mean there's no door? And it's funny, like, the way the vents are laid out, there's a giant button above it.
I know, I saw that.
Hit the light
what
button.
would that be used for?
Hit the like button.
It's very accurate.
It was like it was a fun
1-to-1.
callback. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is not practical at all. The FNAF 2
Somebody has a label
office
maker.
is so dumb.
Yeah, someone needs to. Yeah, the first one needed the red button and the light for the doors.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that was just funny. He looks over at the mask and it's like the animatronics are coming and he's trying to think of a way to like hide. He's like, that's not gonna work. And then next thing you know, Toy Freddy shows up because he's looking down at the cameras. He looks up and he's sitting
It was
there.
a fun visual having
Yeah.
like it outlines it and it recognizes it and like,
Oh,
okay.
and there was one part where like cut back to Mike, and for like a split second you could see Shadow Bonnie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as soon
That
as
was
he looked away,
awesome.
it just disappeared.
It was so
and
cool
just never
detail.
mentioned. It was just there.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
where can
I
you miss
loved
it?
Oh, I just love when Foxy shows up. He's sitting there with the mask on, and then he's like,
Whoa.
"It's not working." I was like, I turn the adjust and I go, "Flash the light."
Yep.
Flash it. Blind him.
It's references like Shadow Bonnie that I don't understand. Like when critics are like, these movies are inaccessible to the general audience. I'm like, how?
If you
Like,
if
they
I
explain everything
if I
so
like if I
much.
didn't know that Shadow Bonnie was a thing, I probably wouldn't have caught it.
And it's not taking anything. It's not taking your
Yeah.
enjoyment out. It'll make you more
'Cause
interested. Like, what
there's-
is this weird purple
Shadow.
bunny that I
There
saw?
literally is still no explanation for it.
Yeah,
Correct.
I'm pretty sure there isn't.
just there.
Yeah.
Technically,
there for the
Vanessa
vibes.
Vanessa taking the toys out of that box, is that a clarification of what's in the box?
Yeah, I guess.
Because she takes I guess this leads to the next part, the dream sequence, which was very well shot, and I thought it was cool. Of like Vanessa, Mike tells her like, "Oh, I used my dreams to like confront my past and like
Yep.
everything and move on. So maybe you should too." And so she like takes the toys of like the
Yep.
children that were killed and
Garrett's helicopter.
puts
Or
them
plane.
puts them on the shelf and like turns on static, goes to sleep, and there's a whole sequence with like her confronting her father.
Great scene.
It is a great scene. And like the way it's shot with like it like one point it's her and then the dad talks like you'll always be mine. It cuts back and she's a kid again. I'm
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, oof.
And in
then
that
she-
same scene, we see another animatronic.
you can say it.
We see Circus Baby.
Yep,
Very
which-
briefly.
I completely missed that.
How'd you miss
How?
it? There's a part the eyes
She's on
the eyes
screen.
light up.
Oh, was it
and
the
look
girl
up.
animatronic?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what it
I
is.
did get. I thought
Yeah.
that was like another like Shadow Bonnie blink and you miss it moment.
No, it's a full on
Okay.
Yeah.
right there.
I was
So,
like, ooh.
She like
I did see that.
which the eyes
How? Like a minute long sequence.
the eyes weren't
I
green
was
yet,
like-
so that means that the eyes weren't green yet, so that means it isn't possessed yet.
Yep.
So hasn't killed the well. How's that work now? Because Afton's supposed to have a little girl that gets killed by it, that gets grabbed by the scooper.
Another secret
Another
sibling.
secret sibling.
Well,
that's
I
gonna
never
come into
mentioned
play.
this.
Well, they
Well,
could, but I mean, trauma, but they don't bring it up.
Which means that there'd have to be another secret kid, the kid that gets chomped by Fredbear.
Every movie, there's one scene at the end.
there's
They never
one-
told you about me, huh? She does keep a lot of secrets.
Keeps growing in the amount of siblings.
The only
William
way-
Afton had 17 children.
The only way I
Never
could like
talk about it
the only
once.
way I could think of like making that work is if like Vanessa wasn't born yet or something. But Vanessa seems older than Michael Afton, so it's like, how's
True.
that work? So I guess either that or Vanessa might be a stand-in later and gets killed instead of her. But I
Never
don't
told
know.
You about, never told you about me, huh?
The secret sibling.
That is awesome.
No, but so that's where we're talking at the beginning. It might go to 2 movies because now we got Circus Baby. So at the end of the movie, Michael Afton runs off. Nothing happens to him. He gets away.
Also,
So I'm curious whether you go ahead.
Okay.
I can get back to this point.
like his friend, he's like the taxi driver or like just a driver that drives him there. He like clotheslines him and he goes, "You're not going anywhere."
No, it was,
And then he goes somewhere.
yeah.
I was like, what was the point of that?
So yeah, it's
why not just let him run off?
It was his friend from like the mall, the other
Yeah.
security guard. When
What do you mean
got
he
fired.
goes somewhere? What do you mean?
He gets away.
Yeah.
He clotheslines it.
Yeah, he
He's like,
clothes him.
yeah. He goes, "You're not going anywhere. Where do you think you're going, buddy?" And he still gets away.
When does he get away?
Like afterwards, because it shows like his badge from Freddy Fazbear on the ground, and like they're all leaving.
Oh.
What an odd line to add if he's just gonna leave anyway.
No, but that him getting away, because he's kind of his whole thing. He basically orchestrated all this to like he brings in Fast Fest, which is like a thing going on in the town
Yep.
because everyone's like infatuated with these stories because the aunt went off and told a bunch of people about killer animatronics, and she got committed to a psych ward because of it. So, and I do love, he like goes like, oh, Abby doesn't need like people knowing about this, and she's in the bus talking about it.
Yeah. That was a fun cut. She's not like that. So then Chica did that. I was like, that's really, really funny.
Yeah, so there's Faz Fest happening, which he orchestrated the whole thing to try to get it popular again because he's trying to bring Freddy's back so he can continue his father's work, which some people are mad at because it's a divulge from the games, which I don't exactly think so because he's such a minuscule, like little is known about him because all we know is he's the one that goes in the sister location. He goes down into the secret basement underneath their house. That's this whole facility housing these killer animatronics.
I also couldn't care less what they changed because again, it's an adaptation, not a translation.
And he could have
if you want the original, go play the game.
And he could have a change of heart after he gets scooped, but
it's true. Which that's exactly.
He kind of gets all of those this kids in this movie.
Very true.
Yeah. So he
kind of hard to redeem yourself from that.
Yeah. So I mean, it could, like, that's where I'm saying 2 movies could go off. We'll talk about the other movie later, but with like the end credit scene, which I think everyone. Yeah. Well, I was gonna talk about like, which that could bring up. We're gonna do a sister location movie with him getting away. He wants to continue the work, and he's gonna find those animatronics. And we're gonna get the secret sibling is now possessing Circus Baby and one's out.
There we go.
This would be an amazing thing if they do like what they're doing at 28 years later. Fun callback. We talk about that. Where they shoot that one and they shoot Bone Temple back to back, and they release Bone Temple like 9 months after 28 years later come out or whatever. Like they shoot them both at the same time, and then like one comes out, I don't know, January of 27. Next one comes out May of 27. Like, that'd be a really cool thing.
You can put totally different characters in each one because
completely separate.
Because 3 would follow Mike, and then I think make sister location rated R and have it very scary.
Awesome. Which is my least favorite of the games, but I mean, it's cool.
Because there is like some things I feel like would be like the scoop scene.
Oh gosh,
how are you gonna do that? Because it's literally just a big scoop that he stands in front of and just goes and it rips out his insides. Yep. It's like, is it just gonna be like it's gonna cut away? It happens to the best of us, and then animatronics crawl into him.
Gotta be better than that.
It happens. I mean,
and then he turns into purple guy. He turns into the second purple guy.
My sympathy.
No, so, but that, I guess, I'll let you bring it up since I talked about this one. The other sequel that will most definitely be happening.
So, at the very end, and it was actually an end credit scene or mid-credit scene or whatever, wasn't it? It wasn't.
It was mid-credit.
Mid-credit. So, the other, I guess not other, but like these new people who were like wanting to, they're talking about wanting to make an attraction and like a Halloween spook thing. Which, I mean, immediately, I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. And they go to the original location, which, we didn't even bring this up. The original animatronics come back and save the day, and then they eventually die because they're not tethered to the original location anymore. I did love all the references to heaven. I love that. And Abby's like, are you going to heaven? He's like, yeah, we'll see you there. I'm like, oh, so sweet.
And then, like, before he leaves, he goes, Mike, now that we're leaving, I won't be able to hold him anymore.
Correct.
He'll get out and more people will die.
Yep.
And so he's like, who? And I'm sitting here like, Mike, you know who.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's so awesome.
He literally said before they dragged him off, I always come back.
He probably just didn't want to believe it. But that explanation was perfect. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that explains that they have been in that room the entire time making sure he doesn't leave. That's so
I
cool.
like to think, because usually they're like, in like Ultimate Custom Night, they talk about like they're torturing him. I like to think that they're just making his life terrible in there.
Yeah. Hey, William. Hey, William. Just ignoring him.
Yeah.
The design of Springtrap at the end
looks so good.
Know. Yeah.
He literally I think he looked good in the first movie. This is like
he looks a lot more like it looks like the suit is
correct. Looks like Springtrap.
It looks from the third game.
Good.
Yeah.
It's got him in a garbage bag, which I kind of like. Kind of gives it a little ambiguous. Mm-hmm. Slowly zooming in, like one of the eyes lights up.
Yeah, and they even go. They're like, it smells in here. I'm like, oh, well, that's what happens when there's a rotting corpse.
I was really hoping that, like, as it was panning in and it cut to black, it would be like,
I always come back.
And then the credits start.
Yeah, because they're sitting there, they're like, oh, he's kind of creepy. And then, like, they throw the tarp over it, and then they walk, and then it cuts back, and they're running. They're running because they're like, oh, this place is going to get tore down. We need to get it out of here as soon as possible. So, yeah, so that was...
I'm excited, and I'm wondering who we're going to follow in that. Like,
I would think,
Mike's getting dragged back to another FNAF thing.
one.
Like,
yeah, but at least this one's like they're trying to make something new, and he's probably gonna hate it. He's probably gonna be like talking trash about the entire movie, being like, "Of course they're doing."
Abby's like,
something
Mike,
this.
let's go to this new attraction. Okay. And
Oh,
they get torn
and,
right
and
at
we
the
don't.
toe
We
end.
didn't even skip this. At the very end, Mike tells Vanessa because there's a secret sibling, and she's not telling him anything anymore, and because she didn't tell him about the other location in Charlotte and all this. He's like, "Stay away from us," and they leave.
Yeah.
And the
A
marionette
little
comes
out
up
of
on
character.
the marionette. Well, he's probably just at this point is just ticked.
So
It's-
in that moment, I absolutely get it. However, how did you not know about the original location when everyone loved it? How did you? There's just some pieces I'm like, you probably could have put that together.
Mm-hmm.
I get he's mad. I think he was a bit harsh. I'm like, okay,
'cause especially
calm
'cause-
down. Her father is a murderer, and her brother's
She
a
has
psychopath.
trauma.
Yeah.
Like she has nothing. Like be nice.
Oh, and she even goes, I do kind of feel bad because at one point he's like, "We're family," and she goes, "I have my family."
my home
and
is
she,
right here.
and she
I love
goes,
that.
And she goes over to them, and I'm like,
Aw.
Mike,
Yeah.
Mike, you're throwing away a
It
baddie.
was a little bit real. I thought it was a little bit harsh. But in the moment, I'm like, everything that just happened, I'm like, I get it. Hopefully they come to terms.
Oh,
well,
and
we're
It's gonna
wrong.
be a big issue.
I will say
We have a big issue.
I will say the animatronics destroying the toy animatronics
So
was
great.
cool because like you see Foxy hook Toy Bonnie and just rip him out the
It's
window
so funny.
and just Aura Farms just stomps his head
Yep.
in, and then you see like Bonnie grab Mangle and just pulls a Hulk on her and just
Yep.
starts slamming her back and
was
forth
so
and just
good.
rips her apart, and like Freddy just and then Chica just comes up behind, like it just cuts to Toy Chica be like, "Abby, you've been a bad girl," and it cuts to it just pans to the side, and Chica's just sitting there, and I know
It's like an Avengers
it was
Endgame moment.
it was the part where like they're kind of dying, and Abby's like sad over it, and you were like, "Broderick, why were you laughing?" It's because my brain, I was like, okay, I was taking it serious for a little bit, and then all
I
of a
was
sudden,
actually mad because it was a sad moment. I'm like,
in the
Rick,
back
stop.
of my head went to the FNAF like fan video of like FNAF 1 versus FNAF 2 where they're just fighting and like Freddy's like throw their hats at each other and like Freddy dodges it.
It's like an anime.
And the
They're
other
all like,
yeah, they're doing like full on fight scenes. So my brain just went straight to that. And I couldn't.
that's real.
I just couldn't get it out of my head. Because I remember, because I got a meme afterwards too, where it was like what Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was, and it was just it was the thumbnail of that video,
I saw that too.
and I was just
That
like,
was good.
oh my, okay. No, so that's why I laughed. It wasn't supposed to be funny. That video made it
I was
funny.
like, yikes.
Okay, for a second I thought the video froze. I've been kind of watching it.
Probably last big thing that I have is the ending. Vanessa ends being possessed by the puppet.
Yep.
That was great. I think like I like watching her, like she's like distressed, and then it gets her. The camera doesn't move. Like you see the animatronic move or the marionette, and then she like her head starts moving, and like the tears start forming. Her face gets dark. She smiles. Black screen.
No.
Cool. Like I am in. That's
Oh,
awesome.
And even Charlotte was like, I would love to see what goes on inside that head. And I was just like,
Would you?
It's like, I feel like it's going to be, I don't know how long she's going to be in there after with the third one. Because I'm just curious where that goes. And
I
like,
know.
especially the Phantom animatronics from 3. I'm wondering how
Yeah.
those work.
Is that like I mean, it is a hallucination, but like
Yeah.
like what is the lore reason for that? Is it a gas leak? Isn't it something?
I think
like
it's
super minute?
just the place that you're in, and you have to like keep resetting the airs. So if you don't reset the airflow, you start hallucinating because
That's
you're
right.
not getting enough air. And since you're in this place, you're just kind of seeing
I
things.
love FNAF 3. It's so underrated. Everyone hates
It's
it. but
hard.
It's
The last
so
nights
hard.
are hard.
It's so hard.
No, but
Everyone and their mom hates it, but I'm like, I like it. It's fun.
oh, that is one thing that we just completely skipped, and one thing I was super excited for, who they casted as Henry Emily that showed up.
Yes.
Skeet Ulrich
Yes.
is in it, which I think we talked about it last
Very
time we
good.
talked about castings. I thought he was a very good choice. I thought it was very fun getting him and Matthew Lillard to be two of the main people
So great.
behind the, because like, you know, Scream. That's cool. And like him talking about Charlotte and like this is where the reveal came in, where it's like, oh yeah, like loves a friend of Vanessa.
Yep.
And everything, and he's like showing her pictures, and he's like, I've been posting on this like, hey, Freddy's his murder, and he's like trying to tell people because he's like, I was so engrossed in my work that my daughter died, and he blames himself, and he's like, And he does, and this gets used later. He gives Mike a music box. It's like, this used to put my daughter to sleep.
Yep.
So I thought that was, and he like uses it at the end to like free Abby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a cool little thing, and it was cool to see him. And he has like an end credit scene voice line.
That was
like,
cool too.
He's like, Mike, he's like, it's not done. They're coming for you. Like he's
it,
warning him. He's like, get out of there. Which I want to know if, I'm assuming it's gonna be the marionette because it's, you know.
Yeah. It was just very fun. Start thinking about it too long, you're like, but isn't any movie like
turn
that?
your
Like,
brain off.
Exactly. And
enjoy.
there's definitely room for that, I think. In a world of Dunes and Odysseys and Interstellars and Oppenheimers. I think there's also
Sometimes
room.
I just want to watch killer animatronics.
Yeah.
You know?
There's room for FNAF at Freddy's too.
That was another thing I like, that they kept lore accurate with the first location, like FNAF 2, is that the animatronics aren't haunted. The only one that's
Correct.
haunted is the marionette.
I forgot about that.
Because they're all just being controlled.
Yes, I completely forgot about
Because
that.
they're not killing you. They're not going after you because they think, because they're trying to stuff you in a suit in this one. Because there's no like end scene where it shows like you're in the suit and your eyes are out. Which I was hoping I was going to see in the first one, but I should have known better with it being PG-13. Yeah. They keep it to where like the only reason they're attacking is because they have security measures that like if you're an adult, which kind of goes with the marionette with being mad at adults, because she's trying to keep Mike from turning off the animatronics. But I do like that they're not possessed; they're just robots trying to kill you.
I like that too.
Yeah, so I was happy to see that they kept that
Ditto.
the same. So that's like my last point of, I think, what I had to say really.
Valid. Yeah, fun. Definitely some pacing issues, script issues, but a very fun time. And it's like they're making these for so cheap. Like this cost $30 million.
And it's gonna make so much.
It's gonna make that back just in the U.S. Probably just Friday and Saturday.
Our theater is still full. Like I looked at
Sunday at a 4:00 showing was sold out.
So it's gonna have some legs for a while.
For sure.
Yeah,
and I mean, if they keep making them, and it's
hey
respectful to
Netflix,
fans.
this is gonna make a lot of money. And it's
Buy Universal too.
Buy all the companies.
Buy everything.
Yeah, no,
Netflix
I'm saying, I'm like, hey Netflix, this is in theaters right now and making a bunch of monies. I don't know why that window is so.
Yes,
which I know
this came
to Peacock pretty quick, but that was still at the tail end of.
Well, the first one was the same day. It was day and day on.
But that was still
and
like
still made a ton of
I
money.
do remember. Oh wow, yeah.
Which that was weird. It was end of 23, and I was like, "What are we?"
I wonder if they
doing
just
here?
have confidence in it, or
That's exactly what it is. And it still made $80 million. It's an
Yeah.
event movie.
Yeah.
Like movies like this, like Mario, Minecraft, like it's always the video game ones for whatever reason, but like it's the event.
Yeah,
movies.
but we're getting video game movies that are actually like very true to very
just
true
movies
to
with
the
a lot
truth.
of fan service. Just
Correct.
Yeah,
If
which
you
is what
are
they
a
should
fan,
be.
that's great. If
Yeah.
you're not, nothing is taken away from that. And I like that.
Like the plot isn't super serious, but the plot makes sense. Like the Mario movie. Like Mario ending up in this world. Yeah, it's a portal from underneath the ground of
Sure, I'm in.
Of Brooklyn.
Yep.
Sure, whatever. But like, still, there has to be a way he gets there. He's not from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Very true.
It's like this is a lore thing for him. It's like they keep it the same. It's like
Keep the Mario lore accurate.
so yeah, but they do that, and like they don't even explain like, oh, they're using carts. It's just like they use carts.
Yep.
It's like they just throw in like, oh, the Donkey Kongs, they have these carts. That's what it is.
Yep.
It's like, oh, we have a secret passageway that's like quick. It's like, oh, it's Rainbow
Road.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like whatever. Who cares?
Yep.
Oh, these power ups give you powers.
Oh, it's a mushroom. It's a
Yeah.
flower. Cool.
Yeah, you have to eat the mushroom. You just grab the
Which
flower.
I'm with Mario. Mushrooms are nasty.
I love mushrooms.
Anyway.
Hello, Mario. No, which is like another thing, like with, I guess we're just yapping about video game movies. I was like, that's another thing. Like some people are worried about the Zelda movie. I'm like, with like the
It'll be
costume
good.
designs, I was like, you guys
They look
are
so
freaking out
good.
so
Holy
much.
cow.
I was like, they're like, Zelda's not wearing her normal dress. I was like, she's still just wearing an attire that Zelda would wear.
Oh.
I was like, she's out
It's
doing
an
stuff.
adaptation, people.
I was
Grow
like,
up.
she's also just out doing stuff. Who cares?
Yeah.
I said she'll probably wear a dress at some point and look like normal Zelda. It's just she's out doing stuff.
She's supposed to have 14 million hairs on the right side of her head, and she only has 13 million.
Yeah, and like,
Fix that.
and some people are freaking out about the costumes. Like zoom in on her like her tunic outfit.
Womp womp.
She has Triforces all over it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty. Link's wearing green. They're like, oh, it's his Twilight Princess outfit. I was like, it's just a Link outfit.
Yeah, be quiet.
I was like, he's wearing green. He's wearing the tunic. Oh, he doesn't have the hat. I was like, he'll have the hat. Give it time.
We have seen 2 images.
They had to
Where's
release
his
it.
hat?
They had to release it because of leaks.
Yeah.
Because people found them filming in
gosh.
the
People
woods.
are
So they tend to like put out an
insufferable.
image. I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted. And everyone's like, when the castings came out, like, oh, he's not blonde. Wigs exist. And
Dye exists.
And he looks good. He looks good too. He looks like
Link.
Link. Zelda looks like Zelda.
It's crazy. People are just annoying.
It's weird. It's like
So don't complain about Zelda and don't talk in theaters. That's the big takeaway from today's episode.
Yep.
yeah.
Don't ever talk again.
And people were worried about Sony being a part of it, like releasing the movie. I was like, it's Nintendo. They're gonna have more.
Yeah.
They're gonna have more say in it than
Miyamoto's
Sony's
there
gonna
every day.
have.
And every studio has bad movies.
Yeah.
Sony also made all the Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Ghostbusters. They've had so many good movies.
Yeah.
28 years later, you just talked about that.
I know
Come
some
on,
people.
watch
Some people don't. I like the recent Jumanji movies.
I love. They're
fun.
so fun.
They're fun. They're not. They
are
to be taken seriously.
outrageously
But like,
fun.
I don't. They're just fun movies. They're good in
Yes.
movies. They're entertaining
They're stupid
action
good.
flicks. I'm like, you guys like to pick out the Spider-Man one-off villain live action movies. Those are literally just so Sony keeps the rights. That is all it
Yeah, who
is.
cares?
Fox did it too. That's why we got Fan Four Stick.
Ew.
I'm like, chill out, people.
And Fantastic Four First Steps. Gross.
Justin, you
I'm
glaze
just
that
kidding.
movie. Justin, you glaze that.
I gave it a 5 out of 5. I do. Yikes.
I think I gave it 4.5.
Who invited this guy?
Ugh.
Yikes.
First Steps, not a great movie.
You're like
Obviously kidding.
You're like Stilgar of the Fantastic Four.
I am. That's real. I'm like Stilgar of Dune, too.
No, he.
Something changed that day when I watched Fantastic Four First Steps.
Paul Atreides breeze and Stilgar's over there.
Lisan
al-Gaib. Nick has no clue.
Yeah.
Buddy, you come on.
There's the book right over there that's like an inch in to the. Are you almost?
I know people
Quarter.
that are
Maybe a quarter.
half my age that are currently reading Dune right now. Just saying.
Okay.
Come on.
It's no
Good for
different.
them.
It's no different than that
Glad
Lego
they're getting
set
the
he's
reading.
had for like 2 years, and he builds like one bag per like 6 months.
Yeah.
Every 6 months.
I've had one Lego set that.
It's still at your parents' house that isn't built. The Hedwig.
Yep.
Like
that
the
was not built.
20th anniversary.
I have
Hedwig.
a bunch of those Lego Harry Potter books
They're just in the box.
sitting there.
You could sell those and make some money.
No.
No,
I'll
he
get
did-
around to them.
You say that
I'll get
about
around.
everything.
50 years.
Yeah, I know. I got a lot of things I'll get around to.
No, one
I'll
day
get around to them eventually.
One day when you're old and your kids are just looking through your stuff and they're gonna pull these out and be like,
Oh,
"Grandpa,
look at
can I
these."
build these?" And you're gonna be like, "No."
Nah, I'm still
Hey,
working on those.
I'll make you a deal right now. Dune Messiah, as of right now, comes out December of next year. Okay, a year from now. I think it's going to move up to November, possibly October, because it's not opening same day as Avengers. Even though Dune was there first, Disney, you are incredibly rude for that. But if you finish Dune and you prove it to me by then, I'll give you $10.
A whole $10.
Yep. To read one of the greatest novels ever written.
I suppose I can do that.
Okay. It's a deal.
You're gonna have to, because you're gonna have to watch it and talk about it for the pod, especially because Justin.
That's so true. And everyone else.
I did see something on. I think Jay showed it to me today. Apparently, The Boys' final season, Invincible, and Daredevil Born Again season 2 are all releasing around the same time.
Oh my.
They're going to be in the same window, so there's going to be a lot of shows to watch.
Never seen
I don't
Invisible,
really.
Never seen Daredevil.
I've seen the first Invincible season.
There you go.
You need to finish them. They
I
are.
like The Boys. The Boys season 4 was quite bad.
I've seen the first 2 seasons of The Boys.
Yeah, but I
3 is
still
good. 4 is.
I still find it crazy that they're all in just one go. That's
Crazy.
But The Boys, I can't. Is The Boys weekly? I think
Yeah.
it is. Okay, because The Boys and Invincible are weekly.
I think it was every Thursday or something.
Yeah, so I mean, that means that probably, because Invincible was also Thursday, so they'll probably have to, I would assume they'd pick different dates. Or maybe they won't.
Who knows?
Who knows? I think Daredevil was Tuesdays.
Yep, it was Tuesdays.
So that's usually Disney's time window anyways. Because I know
I doubt it'll be Sundays. HBO has Sundays locked.
I probably will talk about this show. It comes out next week. Probably next week on the pod. What I think of the first episode. Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters comes out the 10th, and I'm very excited. I know it's not my. I think it's my least favorite book in the original 5 books, but it's the shortest by a long shot. Yeah. I think it's like a few hundred pages shorter than Lightning Thief.
Really? Wow.
Lightning Thief is only like 400 pages, I believe.
Only 400 pages.
Go turn around and look at Dune.
I know.
Read Lord of the Rings.
I know.
No, but I'm excited for that season. I know some people don't like the first season. Some people don't like certain castings with the first season. I like the first season. I think it's a lot better.
It's held a lot higher regard than the movies did.
Yeah, some people are turning on it all of a sudden. I was like, they have like certain parts I don't like. Like it cuts the black, but that's for commercials. Mm-hmm. Do with that as you will. I really don't care. It's just a lot of movies do it.
I do think that's weird. They're still doing that though in an age of streaming. Like if people have Disney Plus with ads,
all you got to do is just cut the scene right there, and it doesn't need to go to black.
I think that is weird.
Just
I'm like,
fade out.
Like,
I'm hoping maybe they fix that with season 2. I do hear season 2 is supposed to have a lot more action, which was a complaint with the first season. But the first book doesn't have as much as people really think it does. And I reread it before I watched the show.
If it's compelling what's happening on screen, you could have a whole movie with no action. I mean, there are plenty of movies with no action. I'm like, okay, cool.
Like they changed
12 Angry Men.
Like
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, literally.
Just 12 dudes in one room, all talking.
They changed some things. Like he misses the summer solstice. It gets past that, but it's like I like that for his character of like he chooses to finish the quest even though it's over.
Yeah,
it's like.
I only watched 2 episodes of the first season.
And like he'll probably die is what he's thinking because Zeus is gonna strike him down as soon as he gets that bolt. And I do like his dad steps in and saves him. I was like, that's cool.
That's cool.
But I was like, do with that as you will. It's a better adaptation.
Yeah.
I was like,
womp womp.
Some characters. I was like, yeah. Like some people don't like the Annabeth casting for certain reasons. She did an amazing job.
Yep.
I really liked her. The only thing I was hoping is they give her gray eyes because that's very big on
Maybe they will.
Annabeth. I was like, you still have the book.
Yeah. Literally.
I was like, the actress did a great job. There's a certain scene in there where she gives like a speech. I'm like, this is really good. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see more of her. I think her and Walker Scobell's chemistry in it, leading up to, they call it Persebeth. I'm very. It's great. So
I've given a lot of tangents, or like I've gone a lot of tangents on adaptations and like people complaining about how Chani was different in Dune than she was in the book, and how Legolas isn't in The Hobbit. Like I don't care. Yeah. Change whatever you want, as long as the main gist is there. Change if it benefits the story you are trying to tell in a film format. Change what you want. If you change the whole thing, I wouldn't advise that. But who cares? If you want the original, go read the original. Go watch the original. It's called an adaptation for a reason. Like, shush.
I think there is some characters that need to stay. Mm-hmm. Like, there's, like, Batman. That he needs to stay pretty much what Batman is.
Yeah.
Like, Bruce Wayne needs to be pulled off right from the comic book. I think him, Superman, Wonder Woman, they need to be Peter Parker. Those are characters that you cannot change. I was like, but there are characters, like, I'm trying to think of a certain one, like, I was perfectly fine with. Oh, it's Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
That one, it's a different character.
Oh, she was so good.
It's a different character entirely.
5 out of 5 movie, by the way.
I'm like...
Really?
Yeah.
Did you
I'm like...
movie? I thought it was kind of...
I'm like... Yeah. I was like, but keep the essence the same. Like, How to Train Your Dragon. Astrid. She was great. There was a part where she's sitting talking to Hiccup. It's like, oh, what are you going to do? He goes, something crazy. She goes, that's what I thought. I thought that was literally just America Ferrera. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh.
Did she voice her?
America Ferrera?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Astrid in the movies.
Are you serious?
That's the mom from Barbie, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's her.
And Amy, I love America. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's her. You can after I watched the Barbie Heimer. No, the Barbie movie. After I watched that, I heard her voice the entire movie, and I was like, she sounds really familiar. She has a very distinct voice. And then like I went and watched How to Train Your Dragon before the new movie, and I just go, that's her. I was like, oh my gosh, like. Yeah. Mind blown. No, I was like, probably that will be very excited for that next week. Comes out the 10th. So I am halfway through season 1 again, which
cool.
Very excited for it.
Got some cool stuff to look forward to. Some stuff that we can't talk about right now because it's a secret still. But we have like Avatar coming up. What else is there? There's another big Christmas movie.
We're gonna go watch Avatar.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either.
I'm seeing the SpongeBob movie. I don't care if you guys come with me. I'm definitely seeing that.
We're gonna talk about
that. We should.
Ava what?
Yeah, Ava.
That's the like the same day Avatar comes out, we post the pod of like us talking about
SpongeBob. I'm
like,
so down. Avatar is so. Oh my god.
I guess we can give that take real quick. See what our 48 subscribers think of that.
I say we save it till a day when we're all here.
When we're all here,
yeah.
Because I don't think Jay. I think Jay's a lot like us.
I know. I don't know though. So
I'm pretty sure he is, but
we'll go into it at a later date so we don't get.
We have certain opinions.
We have a lot. We didn't get destroyed for Christian Bale take, so that's a plus.
Well, that hasn't came out yet.
That's very true. Never mind. I have to wait to find out what we're talking about. Right?
Never mind. Wait for that one.
Yeah, wait for that one.
We haven't received any negative backlash from this.
It's crazy. Oh, because it's not out.
It's not out.
Well.
No.
All right. Anything else you guys want to add before we cut it off?
I don't believe so.
Neither.
I guess if you made it this far into the video, comment har 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 har.
Exactly.
Har har har.
Too many hars. No good.
No, we'll delete the comment and report you to the FBI.
Going to jail.
Your life's over, buddy.
I'm sending
GG.
I'm sending Freddy after you.
And he'll say the right amount of hars.
I have the button right here.
So count it out as you're saying it.
Har har
har har
har
har har har har har har har har.
No, you're cooked.
Her.
Har. You said her. Game over.
Yep. All right, just like last time, follow us on all the socials. Letterboxd, please follow me on Letterboxd. It's in the description. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on YouTube. All the things we're all on Letterboxd, so they're all below in the description.
Do you think I could pull off like a good FNAF 2 jump scare over the table?
No.